Back with what you said before that was so troubling. You said that you saw the markings, if you will, of just the Chinese maybe involvement in where North Korea is with its nukes capability. How can the two, wouldn't that be mutually exclusive, that you would anticipate that you'd see some sort of fingerprints, if you will, and then also almost desperately need them to get in to keep this from escalating?
Well, I think the Chinese, particularly on the more aggressive Premier Xi, during the 8 years of the Obama administration, made a calculation that he can revise the regional order in the Western Pacific, in the South China Sea and the East China Sea, that China will begin to dominate. And they've been doing that during that time frame, that we can nuclearize and ICBM North Korea to the point where it's going to push back the United States, not make the United States more aggressive. I mean, that is the calculation, I think, that's been going on. However, we have a different president and a different administration who takes a different view. And I think North Korea and China are both making the adjustment to that. China admitting to these sanctions. Now, these sanctions are more comprehensive than the 7 that have failed before, but at the same time, it's not going to seriously impact North Korea, where it would put their economy at risk, because their clothing and textile industry is not touched. And even their labor force that's out there, where they make millions and millions of dollars, where they're hired by the Chinese and the Russians, we're not cutting back on it. We're just not increasing it. So I think there's more to be done here, particularly with China. And China, listen, the Trump administration is making a major effort, certainly, to work with China to avoid having to do the options that you mentioned that are in the weekly standard. They certainly are aware of those, but the risks associated with them are significant.
All right, I want to lean on your strategy side as a general, and I want to ask our team in the booth, our control room, to pop back up that schematic that showed the distances of certain things that they might be able to hit in short order from North Korea. You know, we had a report on by Greg Palcott, General, a short time ago, who said, well, the sources say it may be fewer than 60 of these nukes that they would have. Maybe it's 30 or 40. Talk to me about what they might be thirsty to hit first, and does it really make all that much difference if they have 20 fewer?
Well, the numbers become somewhat irrelevant, not in terms of the human toll, certainly, but in terms of the act itself. I don't believe Kim Jung Un is an irrational actor. I think he has a strategy. It's calculated. He clearly wants to make certain that the United States never, ever conducts regime change. He's buying into the fact that the United States will indeed acquiesce here. And he's also making a bet that China is not going to significantly interfere. That means...
So that's General Jack Keane on Fox News right now, talking about what the general idea of what North Korea's current capabilities are. Now, if you saw on the bottom there, it looks like they were loading intercontinental ballistic missiles on a ship, North Korea. And they've stated that now they have a missile capable with a nuclear weapon. So their capability is at least 6,000 miles. If they shoot one directly over, as you saw from the map, they can hit anywhere in America almost, except for the East Coast. And they may even be able to hit the East Coast if they ride a ship out into intercontinental waters. So we are going to have to keep a very close eye on China's crazy cousin, Kim Jung Un, and North Korea. You know, because you can understand from what General Jack Keane is saying that China has a deep hand in this, and there are several reasons why China would want North Korea to be capable to defend itself and attack anywhere in the West if they wanted to. It's called a proxy war. Now, we've had proxy wars with rebels and all these other individuals over the last several decades, right? But how do we know that a massive superpower like China is not weaponizing North Korea to have a proxy war with an entire country? How do we know that China is not planning covertly to attack the West through a country like North Korea, through a crazy cousin basically, like North Korea, through arming them, giving them weapons, giving them the capability to do so, and then attacking the West, rendering us injured. Now, we know that North Korea has not got the capability. They have the capability to destroy America, without a doubt. But they've not got the capability to do it without us retaliating. America can destroy North Korea like that. But keep an open mind when I say this. If China is willing to conduct a proxy war with North Korea attacking the West, meaning America, and rendering us injured, wouldn't that leave the door wide open for China to help rebuild our economy, own our economy, make damn sure that they have a say in what happens in our government, or even come over here and buy more of our land? You follow me? Or wouldn't that also make sure China has the prime opportunity, if we retaliate against North Korea, to say, oh, whoa, wait a minute, you're picking on a little bitty old North Korea now, we're going to attack you, and create a situation where it pops off like crazy. You got China shooting missiles at North America. North America shooting missiles at China. Russians seeing it as a threat. Russia's shooting missiles in our direction. We're shooting missiles in Russia's direction. India gets involved because they don't like the situation. India starts shooting missiles. You follow me? Great Britain comes to our aid. They start shooting missiles. France starts shooting missiles. Next thing you know, half of the world is completely wiped out because everybody's trying to protect each other. And in the end, nobody wins. Nobody wins. The ultimate scenario when it comes to nuclear war, to be the winner, is not to play. And we all know that. It's a mutual destruction capability. However, North Korea doesn't see it that way, and they're getting ready to do something. I can see it happening. So my name is Johnny Jetrod. I'm giving you this emergency broadcast warning of North Korea getting ready to go rogue. Hope you like this broadcast. I hope you love my channel. And if you do, become a supporter. Check out the links in the description below. My name is Johnny Jetrod. Thank you, America.